Hello everybody! Hi, good evening and welcome. Give yourselves a big round of applause! Yeah! It's not easy coming out in the middle of KL. I heard the jam wasn't so bad, so that's very good. I'm glad you're all here. It is an honor here, so very thank you to Water for inviting me to be one of the speakers today. When I was invited, I was very flattered. I was like, oh, I don't know whether I'm good enough. I don't know whether my story can inspire, but never mind, I just give it a try. My topic today is from birthdays to boardrooms, right? It's the story of my life. Yes, the clicker, thank you very much. I'll be using this soon. So it's a story a little bit about what I do as a business person, as a person who's worked in companies before, because here we're about workplace, right? We're about inspiring people and helping them become even better at their workplaces. So I'm going to be sharing a lot of stories about my life, and I hope some of those stories you can take back tonight and perhaps learn one or two important life lessons, all right? I know none of you are listening to me, all of your eyes are looking up here and wondering whether I see, hey, real or not, real or not. I know, trust me, I can see all your eyes, all looking up here only. When I move here, it moves here only. Let me share a little bit about my hair because I know that will be the first thing people talk about. But when Malaysians look at my hair, it's very funny, right? Because the three different races, they react differently, right? When Indian people see my hair, they get very confused. One Indian auntie, she saw my face, saw my hair, saw my face, saw my hair. She said, boy, are you Indian or African? Oh, auntie, I know I'm black, I'm not that black. I told her, no, auntie, I am Malaysian. I am neither Indian nor African. Right, that's the Indian. Then the Malays, they're very fun. The Chinese, they like to gossip. So Malays, they'll sing song. When Malay people see my hair, they all start singing song. Sampaikanlah salam, cintaku kepadanya. How many of you remember Any Cat saying yeah? Yeah, those of you said yeah, raise your hand means you're a senior citizen. So, but thank you for coming. That's the Indian people, the Malay people. Chinese people, they like to gossip in Chinese because they think I don't understand. They look at my head and say, wow, 看他的头发真的是假的, 真的是假的. I know, I can hear, I can understand a little bit. They're asking in Chinese, is my hair a real one or a fake one? I said, no, auntie, 我的头发真的不是假的. Wow, 印度人讲华语. They never see Indians speak Chinese. So let's do a quick survey. How many of you think my hair is a wig, or how many of you think it's real? 1, 2, 3. Real, thank you very much. The easiest way to check whether afro is real is whether or not they got a comb at the back. This is a comb. Some people thought it's a clip. No, it's a comb. Every day I comb my hair, and when I want to do magic, I make the comb disappear. Very good. This is the part where the audience clap. Yeah. I know, that magic trick not so impressive. Let's do a bigger one, Alright, so I didn't want to do too many magic tricks because this is a workplace talk. But I brought one magic trick. It's a very nice trick of mine. One of my favorite tricks is called the recycling bag trick. Recycling bag. How many of you here you like to recycle? You recycle at home. You recycle newspapers. Okay, we got one in the front here. You like to recycle. Anybody else like to recycle? Like, oh, come, auntie, you like to recycle? At the back there, yes. Okay, at the back, no problem. All women only. Men. Are there any men who recycle here? Yes. We got one over here. Very good. Okay, so I'll give one more to you, uncle. Very good. Now, those of you, if I give you something, can you hold it in the air and wave it? Ladies and gentlemen, what are they all holding? A tissue paper, that's right. So part of the recycling bag magic tricks, I have a magic bag here and I want to recycle the tissue paper. You have to tear the tissue paper, tear, everybody tear, put it inside the bag. So I want you to tear. I'll come around and I want you to put the tissue paper in. Very good. Yeah, just tear that, very roughly tear. And we're going to recycle the tissue. Very good. Wow, you tear so nicely. Very good. Who else got tissue paper? I come. We want to tear, put it. Very good, uncle. Thank you very much. I like your hairstyle. Okay, very good. Really, because I used to be bald last time, I cut my hair. Hey, who has the other tissue paper? At the back there, come, miss. Your tissue paper must also put in, okay. Very good. Thank you. Oh, thank you. Mix, chair, everything I can call you, no problem. Okay, now, ladies and gentlemen, we got all the tissue paper inside, and this tissue paper is all white color, and it likes to fly because a lot of air here. Can all of you all know the magic word? What is the magic word? Tata. No. The magic word is abracadabra. Can you all say abracadabra? Okay, we say it together. I'll say 1, 2, 3. Let's see if we can recycle this tissue paper. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Abracadabra! Oh! Where's my little bird? Oh, this looks like the Holy Spirit is flying away. Let me go and catch you. Hi, buddy. Hi. First question again. Is it a real bird? It is a real bird. Have you ever seen a fake bird that can fly? I'll be damn surprised. Alright, it is a real bird. This is Birdie. And anybody can tell me, where do birds sleep at night? In the bird's nest, right? So I'll put you in the bird's nest. That's the bird's nest. Nah, I'm kidding. Let me put him down. Put him back in my bag for a while. Alright, put him there. Alright. Thank you very much. Yeah, just a little bit of an icebreaker to break the ice. Thank you very much. Yes. After a magic trick, we should all clap. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Let's go to my slides. Alright, so today I did a bit of an introduction about myself. I'll explain a little bit more later. My career journey. So I've done a lot of different jobs, right? Because I've worked as a freelancer, I've worked in the church office, I've worked for companies, from birthdays to boardrooms, right? As my title suggests. But I'm going to focus on three areas. First, of me being an entertainer, as you saw earlier. Second, of me being an educator. So hopefully you can learn something today. And the last one is an enthusiast, right? So I love new things, and one of those things is cryptocurrency. I'll talk about it later. We're going to conclude, and then we'll have a short time of Q&A. All right. Now, introduction. I always talk about my hair first. I've already done that. Yes, my hair is real. You can touch it later, take picture, no problem. I have no problem at all. I love sharing about my hair, right? People think I'm African or whatever. Actually, no. My father's Indian. My mother's Eurasian. But some Indians, we do have kind of afro hair. Joel, for example, has the wavy hair. He's got the wavy style. I've got the curly style. It's rare, but it does happen in Malaysia, and I'm very grateful to God for it. My name is Stephenson. It's a very English-sounding name. When people sometimes they heard my name on the phone, they think I'm Australian or English, but actually it's just a name my parents gave me, and my mother chose that name because it's short, sweet, and simple. Fantastic. And I've got a master's in educational psychology, so deep down inside I love teaching, I love education, I like psychology. I really like understanding how people think, why they do what they do. That's something I've always wanted to know more about in my life. And honestly, if you can practice that in your own life, just ask yourself, why are people doing this? Being curious is really one of the greatest strengths you can have in life. Okay, so that's enough about me. Let's quickly talk about one of my first areas of career. Oh, sorry, I think I went one slide too fast. Let me go back. Okay. Can you help me click the next slide? There should be one slide with me doing magic. Not there. Someone one more? No, go backwards. That's COVID-19. Backwards one more? Not there. Okay, never mind. Then I'll just talk about it from here. So, the second slide, which was supposed to be, I don't know why it suddenly decided to disappear, was a picture of me doing magic. Never mind, I've shown you the magic in real life, so I think that's good. I started learning magic when I was 9 years old. I was a very small young boy learning magic. Now, when you see me on stage, and you see me perform and present and talk to everybody here, you would think that I've always been this way. But actually, I haven't. When I was a young boy, this is a true story, I used to be very shy to the point where I couldn't even go up to the waiter and order food. My parents had to order food for me. I was so shy, very shy, very paise. I don't know why as a child. I was the kind of boy that went to other people's parties, birthday parties, wedding, whatever, and I would ask my parents, hey, I need to go home, I want to go home. I was so uncomfortable in social situations. I was very awkward, very shy. But you look at me today, I'm like, wow, he can do anything. Now the reason is actually because I learned magic. That was one of the gifts that God has given me. Like, He gave me the opportunity to learn magic many years ago, and I was so happy. Because magic is one of the few arts where you cannot perform to yourself. Right? You can't show magic to yourself, you have to show it to someone else. And that helped me get out of my shell. So if any of you, honestly, I really feel like if any of you have ever felt like, oh, I'm very shy, I'm very paise, I don't know what to say, I don't know what to do, hey, try and learn a magic trick on the internet. There are so many free that you can easily learn. In fact, I can teach you all one tip. You want to learn a magic trick today? Very good. Okay, fantastic. I need a volunteer. Are there any young volunteers here? I saw two very young people here today. Alright, this young man, come, can you help me? Come, let's give him a big round of applause. Alright. I choose you because you're the one that can take the most embarrassment. It's okay. So stand up. Let's get to know you better. What's your name, young man? Joel. Joel? Joel, fantastic, just like his name. Very good. Alright. And is it your first time here? Coming here? No, you've been here before. Wow, are you working or studying? Studying, but getting ready for the working environment. Because you are attending a really adult conference, man. I'm very good for him, you know. Give you a very good. Okay, you wait here first. Let me get you. We use our tissue prop. I like to use simple props. Can you take one of the tissue? Very good. Just take one piece. Very good, fantastic. Now, Joel, can you show the tissue everybody? As a magician's assistant, you must show one. Must be very sexy one. Can you do sexy or not? That's sexy. Oh, you need to get out of the house more often. It's okay. Okay, very good. You hold the tissue. Is it an ordinary tissue? Yes or no? Is it an ordinary tissue? Yes or no? Yes, very good. So what we're going to do is we're going to make the tissue disappear. Now, how we're going to make it disappear is I'm going to scrunch it up into my face and make sure, Joel, it's not going into my sleeves or anything. I'm just going to hold it in my face and we're going to do 1, 2, 3. You say abracadabra, it will disappear. Okay? But you sit down for this, Okay. Now everybody, while we're doing it, okay, just watch, ready, Joel. Okay, ready, You have to shout very loudly. Okay, 1, 2, 3. You must say 1, 2, 3. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Oh, we forgot the magic word. Can you all say 1, 2, 3 and the magic word together? Okay, get ready, Watch it carefully. Go inside. No funny business. It's in my hand. Close my hand. Okay. Everybody, 1, 2, 3 loudly and don't forget the magic word. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Abracadabra! Wow. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give Joel a big round of applause. How did it happen? Thank you very much. You can go back to your seat. Always look forward in life. Don't look back. So all of you learn a new magic trick today. Yes, Joel, your mother has revealed the secret to you. So congratulations, all of you today can become a magician. Yeah, so I was like I was saying, this is the slide I was looking for. I was learning magic since I was about 9 years old and building up that scale of entertainment. I'll give you a hint, sometimes when you're presenting, right, many of you are in the workplace, you have to present slides, present at conferences and all that. Always, if you watch a good performer, you can pick up a lot of the skills, right? One of them is engaging the audience. Right? I always want to make sure everybody's engaged. Even though I'm talking to Joel, I'll straight away turn and say, and make you all participate, right? So whenever you're giving a presentation, if you have a skill of entertainment, it really helps you engage the audience, right? Learning magic is one of the simplest ways that you can get started. Even in the workplace, I guarantee you, after 8 long hours in the office, people want to have a good laugh, right? People want to smile, right? So magic is one of those things. Let me share one story. Clicker is over here. So I've got a lot of different skills. I won't go through all of them. Magic, balloons, comedy, emceeing, fire eating is what I want to do. Like fire breathing, they put the sticks and all with the fire. I really want to learn it, but my hair is very flammable. So I'm a bit scared. I need to find a good teacher who can teach me. So one day, maybe next year, I'll come back here and set the whole place on fire. All right. Let me go to the next one. Before I go to the next one, the third point there, I put me versus my parents. Yeah, so this was a struggle as an entertainer because my parents, being the typical Malaysian parents, they said, Ross, you want to become a clown? I paid for you to study, you want to become a clown for what? And then slowly I started earning money and then my parents were like, wow, can earn money, huh? Yes, can. So it was a struggle at first. I had to fight against my parents. I had to tell them, this is my passion, this is what I love. Right, but that's the case for anything, right? If you're passionate about something, not everybody is going to agree with you, right? But it has to come from you. You have to be passionate, and then no one can stand in your way. And so whatever you're passionate for, whether it's in the workplace or in your hobbies, I hope you always pursue it, just like me, and do something with it in your life. Now, I'm going to share one quick story about magic in my career and my life and how it transformed me to who I am today, right? It made me appreciate something which I want to impart to all of you. This is a picture of my high school, Sekolah Menengah Kebangsaan LaSalle. Are there any LaSallians here? Oh, there are a few LaSallians here. Fantastic, thank you. You can put down your hand. So LaSalle, St. John, St. Xavier's, these are all convent schools, right? Established by churches years and years ago. When I was doing magic as a boy, because my parents didn't like me doing it, so I would do it in school, I do it to my friends, I would do it at parties, but I do it slowly, just small little tricks. One day I went to my canteen, and then I thought, hey, I've never shown magic to the auntie and uncle here. Let me give it a try. And said, auntie that makes my favorite Maggi mee, the uncle that cooks the roti canai, the Chinese auntie that sells the chicken rice. I called them, was like, kamu nak tengok magic? They're like, magic? Apa ni magic? I literally opened and started showing them. I tell you, in all my years of doing magic, that was one of the best audiences I've ever had. They were so entertained, they were laughing, they were asking questions, they were talking to each other. Wow, macam mana dia buat? They had so much joy. Right, and they taught me something. I bet in their whole career of operating the canteen food, no student has ever had sit down and show them some magic and entertain them. And I think they really enjoyed it. And so that's something that I learned in my career of being a magician and an entertainer, is that we're really here to serve others. There's a quote that I remember my lecturer teaching me in my philosophy class. She said, the greatest meaning in life is in the service of other people. right? You can't find it in yourself, because if you find it in yourself, it's very selfish. We always want to be looking towards others, not just ourselves, right? Ourselves are important as well. I'll talk about that later, but we also want to do it in an outward fashion. All right, so then I was a magician for many years. I was running my own business, I was doing emceeing, I was really, really enjoying my life. But then, what happened? Everybody was this? COVID-19, yes. How many of you here have businesses that were affected by COVID-19? Raise your hand. Thank you, put down your hand. It was a tough time. I think when it hit, I was in the US, I was just coming back to Malaysia. I came in the middle of lockdown. The aeroplane had only 2 Malaysians, me and another girl. I thought they were going to cancel the flight, I'm going to get stuck in the US. That's how bad it was. And I really came in the middle of lockdown. I couldn't do business. What magician can perform during COVID-19? None of them. I cannot do balloons, cannot do magic, cannot do my emceeing, no more jobs. I had, I think, 0 income for about 6 months or so, 6 months to a year. I was just sitting at home thinking, what am I going to do? I was in that kind of wrong mentality, like, oh, this will only last for a few weeks, or MCO will finish very soon, and then month after month after month, I was like, oh dear, this is not good. And so I was praying to God, asking God, you gave me the skill of entertainment, but I can't use it in COVID-19. What can I do next? And so I transitioned my career. Thankfully, I enjoy teaching as well. I transitioned my career to becoming a lecturer. So I was an English teacher for some time, and then I became a psychology lecturer at Sunway. I loved it. This is really, I feel like God's gift in my life. I love teaching people. But when I teach students, I feel like I'm performing for them. I'll do magic in class, I'll bring my bird, and then I'll try and teach them. So they love my classes, but I also hope they're learning as well, right? There's something I try to differentiate myself, because I think most of us here probably studied in a government school, where teachers are boring, or in a university, where all they do is just look at the slides and just read the slides. It's very boring. So I try to make my classes fun, right? If you look at my classes and if you attend my classes, I try to use very simple slides. My slides even today are very just 5-6 words only on the slide. I try to make them get out, do activities, play games, because I wanted to be different from other lecturers. I wanted to make learning fun, right? So wherever you are in your workplace, if your slides, if your presentations are full of words, that's a call to action that you might need to change the way you look at the way you do presentations to make it more fun. Nobody likes boring presentations. People like something simple, something a bit lighter, and even learning can be like that. Right, as a lecturer, I learned so much about life from my students. My students were teaching me things I never knew before. As a lecturer, if any of you have ever been a teacher before, you will know that you're not just teaching, you are also a counselor. I had students who come up to me and say they are struggling with depression. Students who come up to me and say they are struggling with suicide. People who come up to me, the students who come and cry in my office. And I went for teaching classes, how to become a teacher. Nobody will teach me how to deal with a student who is crying in front of you. It's very tough. But my focus and always is on outwards, on serving. I may not have been able to be an entertainer, but at least I could serve them in an education way. And that's what kept me going through COVID-19. It was just a part-time job, but it was enough to sustain me, you know. There's something I learned in psychology. By the way, how am I doing for time? I know I talk a lot. 7:18, okay, it's too long. So there's something I learned in psychology which I want to teach you, because I'm a teacher. So today we're going to learn just one concept in psychology. This concept is called self-compassion. Everybody say self-compassion.
Self-compassion.
Now what does that mean? Self-compassion is the idea that you are able to show love to yourself. There are 3 things that come under self-compassion. And if you can understand them, I guarantee no matter what happens in your life, you will be okay. Right? This really got me through some of the most difficult, darkest, depressing times in my life. The idea of self-compassion. Let me explain it. I'll give you a simple example. Let's say you're going for a job interview. Now, most of us have gone. Let's say you failed the job interview. You did badly, they rejected you. What are some of the things that you would tell yourself? Anybody can offer a suggestion? What things would you say to yourself if you failed the job interview? I'm not good enough. Very typical Malaysian thing to say. I'm not good enough. Anything else? They are not good enough. Very good. This one is a Gen Z, I think. Huh?
They cannot pay me.
They cannot pay you. Possibly. Can't afford. Yeah. Oftentimes, although we laugh about it now, oftentimes it's a very serious thing, because we always, as Malaysians and Asian culture, we're very self-critical. The moment we fail at something, we immediately say we are the failure. The top 3 things that I think people say to themselves is this: I am a failure, I hate myself, I am alone. These are 3 things, and you probably resonate. I can see some of you nodding. Yeah, it's me. It's okay. I'll teach you how to overcome. Right? There are 3 things, 3 problems. I'm a failure. I hate myself. I am alone. There are 3 ways to overcome it. The first one is called mindfulness. Everybody say mindfulness. Mindfulness is about being aware, right? Being aware of your pain. We like to over-exaggerate things, right? In Malaysia, we like to do this. For example, if you're stuck in a traffic jam, even if it was just 10 minutes, you say, oh, the traffic jam was so bad, so bad. We like to exaggerate because it's dramatic, it's funny. We also, unfortunately, exaggerate our suffering in life, right? So, first one, let's say you failed a job interview or you broke up with a relationship, right? You will take the failure and you say, oh, I failed this job interview. No, I am a failure. We took it to the extreme. No, you bring it back and you put it where it is. I failed a job interview. That does not mean I'm a failure. Right? I made a mistake, but that does not make me a mistake. Big difference. Just a simple choice of word, and yet you feel different about yourself. So whenever you find yourself thinking that way, I'm a failure, or I'm not good enough, no. Pull back, go back to the beginning. Actually, what did I do wrong? Okay, maybe I said the wrong thing in the interview, or maybe my resume wasn't good enough. I can improve it, I can change it. But you don't take it to the extreme. When you take it to the extreme, you pull yourself back. Right? That's the idea of mindfulness. You hold your pain and suffering where it is. You don't let it become more than it is. Right? That becomes very difficult to handle. The second one is self-kindness. Everybody say kindness. When someone walks in front of you and falls down, what do? Help them. Very good. If you're a bit younger, sometimes you take an Instagram video and then you help them. My friends told something funny, you want to post it and share with the world, right? But generally speaking, our first response is to help. Most human beings, if you're a normal, ordinary human being, we want to help. If someone is in danger, in pain, we help them. We are very quick to show kindness to other people. But we are very hard to show kindness to ourselves. Right? So remember, the first thing we often say is, I am a failure. Wrong. I failed at doing something, I'm not a failure. The second one is, I hate myself. Whenever we have suffering or we do something bad or we make a mistake, we always, I hate myself, I'm so stupid, right? That's something we always say. But when someone else makes a mistake, hey, it's okay, it's alright. But if I make a mistake, I'm the idiot. We have to slowly and mentally change the way we take the kindness we show to others and we also apply it to ourselves. Right? So whenever you say, I'm stupid, I'm an idiot, say, actually no, I'm going to take a moment to show myself the same kindness that I would show another human being. Right? So whenever you're thinking that way, ask yourself, if someone else was doing this and made this mistake, how would I show them kindness? Let me take that and show it to myself. Right? And the last one is common humanity. Everybody say humanity.
Humanity.
Remember the 3 things. I am a failure? No, I made a mistake. I am stupid? No, I'm going to show myself kindness. The third one is I am alone. A lot of people, when they struggle, they think they're struggling alone. Actually, you're not. Ask yourself, has anyone else ever failed a job interview before? Millions of people. Has anyone else ever gone through a tough breakup with your significant other? Millions of people. Has anyone else had problems with COVID-19, cannot do business? Millions of people, right? The moment you realize that you are not alone, it becomes a little bit easier to go through life, right? But if you take, I'm alone, I'm the only one suffering, it's just me, I'm the problem, wrong. Remind yourself that you are human. And the beautiful part about being human is that part of humanity is going through suffering. It's unfortunate, but it's just the way life is, at least on earth, right? And so always remind yourself these 3 things. 1, mindfulness. Say mindfulness. Whenever you feel like you're a failure, pull back and say, no, I just made a mistake. 2, self-kindness. Everybody say kindness. Whenever you want to say, I'm stupid, I hate myself. No, show yourself a moment of kindness. And the last one, common humanity. Say humanity. Every time you say you feel alone, ask yourself, actually, am I really alone? It is very egotistical for you to think I'm the only human in the whole universe that's suffering. Everyone suffers. Right? Everyone suffers. And that makes it easier to bear our suffering. Alright, in fact, the Bible actually has a very similar verse to this. What are the 2 biggest rules in the Bible? Rule number 1, love God. Rule number 2, love others as you love yourself. That's the part people forget. They'll do for other people. I was like that. As an entertaining, I just do for other people. Forget to love yourself, right? The Bible makes it very clear. Love others as you love yourself. So always take a moment every day to appreciate who you are, how far you've come, And remember the three things: be mindful, be kind, and also, what's the third one? Common humanity. Be human to yourself. Very good. Okay, my last final thing I'll talk about is very quick. Is enthusiast. So that's me. Oh, it's okay. It's okay. It'll come down in a while. I used to. Oh wow, workplace needs to dust the ceiling. Is the the God's dust? Sometimes the okay, there we go. It's okay. Now you know it's real. Oh, thank you, uncle. Okay, I mean, very good. Come here, birdie. Birdie. I'll cover it with the cloth so it doesn't come out. Okay, there.
Cannot breathe.
No, can breathe. This is silk, can breathe. This bird has been with me for about 2 years, hasn't died yet. So this is the fifth bird. All the other four died. One flew away in Penang. Went to the tree somewhere. The cat attacked the one, and then I was outside my house. The cat went and attacked it, killed it. And the third one, I think, died of natural death. So this one we're waiting to see. One plague will come next. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, so let me talk quickly about the last one. So currently you've seen me as an entertainer, a performer, running my own business, and then as a teacher during COVID-19. Now what am I doing? Some people want to know. So I work in the area of cryptocurrency. How many of you have heard of the word Bitcoin? Say yes. How many of you know what is Bitcoin? Who knows what is Bitcoin? If anybody can give me a one-sentence definition of what is Bitcoin, I'll give you a prize. What prize? What prize? Just answer first, then you see the prize later. Yes. Digital money. Let's give him a big round of applause. You get one free Bitcoin. No, that's not a real Bitcoin. That is from Shopee, 8 ringgit 99 cents. One Bitcoin today's price is about $30,000 US. Anyway, so just to let you know, I used to work at a company called Luno Malaysia. Luno is the first cryptocurrency exchange, right, in Malaysia. I'm working at another company now called Binance, but I used to work at Luno for about a year. So I'll just very briefly educate all of you just a little bit about what is Bitcoin. A lot of you have heard this word. 5-10 years ago, nobody knows what is Bitcoin. People, Bitcoin, what is Bitcoin? They think it's a scam, right? So there are three words that you can use just to remember what Bitcoin is. You mentioned two of them already. Digital, decentralized currency. So Bitcoin is digital money. You use your Maybank app, your CIMB, your Touch and Go. The money is digital, right? You don't feel it, you don't physically hold it, right? It's digital money, right? So this is not a difficult concept. All of us already know what digital means. It just means, 5 minutes more, okay. It just means something which is online, right? Digital. You can't feel it, you can't hold it, but it's there. You still know it's there. Sometimes people say Bitcoin is meaningless. It's fake money because it's digital. That's not true. When you listen to music is digital. When you read the news is digital. When you see a picture, take photo, that is digital, right? So digital things still can have value, right? The second word, decentralized, I'll come to that later. The third word is currency. What is currency? Currency is anything that you use when you want to buy and sell and trade with someone. You're selling nasi lemak, okay, I give you money, give me the nasi lemak. We all use currency, US dollar, Malaysia ringgit. This is something we're familiar with. So when people say, what is Bitcoin? I don't understand. I say 2 of the 3 things you already know. Digital you know, currency you know. The only thing that sometimes people don't fully understand is the word decentralized. Everybody say decentralized.
Decentralized.
I'll give you one simple analogy to help you understand it tonight and for the rest of your life, right? I want you to imagine 2 games, right? There's a game that we play involving money and buying property. What game is it called? Monopoly. Very good, Monopoly. In the game of Monopoly, imagine there's a Monopoly board here. One person is very special. Who is he? The banker. The banker holds all the money, controls all the money by one person. This is called a centralized system. Who controls the money in Malaysia? Bank Negara Malaysia. Very good. Right? Bank Negara is the one they can raise the interest rate, reduce the interest rate, print money, burn money. They can do whatever they want because they are the central authority. Well, I don't think they actually burn money, but they do straight money. So it's Bank Negara Malaysia. They are centralized system. One organization is in charge of all the money in the country. Right? Every country has this. Usually the country's bank and the government. Then that's the game of Monopoly. Now I want you to imagine the game of chess. How many of you played chess before? Very good, put down your hand. When the game of chess is being played, 2 players are watching each other. And if you watch professional chess and in competitions, they will actually write down their moves. Right? The chess player, when she moves, I write down. When he moves, I write it down so that nobody can cheat. Because when you see a chess game being played, there can be 500 games played at the same time. But there's no referee. There's no banker. It's the players watching each other. I watch you, you watch me. I watch you, you watch me. You cannot cheat, I also cannot cheat because we're watching each other. That is how Bitcoin works. Right? There's no Bank Negara Malaysia watching Bitcoin. Don't have. Instead, it is everybody who is a part of using the crypto together. They are the ones making sure each other is accountable. So that's the easiest way to understand what is cryptocurrency, right? It's digital, it's online, it's decentralized, it's not controlled by a bank, and it can be used as currency or investment, as some people. Now, I'm not saying you must buy, I'm not saying you must buy. Whenever I talk about money, people are very sensitive. But I also have a magic trick involving money. Does anybody have a 1 ringgit? Can you give me a 1 ringgit? Whoever, anybody can give me one. Okay, this young girl got, wow, she just straight away take out the wallet. Wow, thank you very much. 1 ringgit, huh? Now this is your 1 ringgit, right? This is not my 1 ringgit, it's your 1 ringgit. It's a real 1 ringgit, right? It's a real 1 ringgit. She was so happy to give it to me. Thank you very much. No, I'm kidding. We'll do a magic trick with it. We talk about money. What's happening to money nowadays is inflation. It's a very unfortunate thing. So, what is inflation? Anybody know what is inflation? Do you know what's inflation? It's when your money becomes decreased in value. But we're going to use a bit of magic to see if we can change it. So everybody, if you can help me say what's the magic word? What's the magic word, everybody? Abracadabra! Let me see if I can transform 100. No. So I'm a magician. We do something a bit more special. What is that? Have you seen tissue? What money is that? Have you all seen this before? Anybody recognize what is this? It is a 2 ringgit. Have you ever seen a 2 ringgit before? Have you ever seen? I'm asking your daughter. I know you have seen, Andy. I know you have seen. Have you seen a 2 ringgit? Never seen a 2 ringgit. This is a 2 ringgit note. They don't manufacture this anymore. It's quite magical. Usually at this time, the audience will burst into a round of applause. Oh, thank you. I know. All shocked at the money just appear like that. Let's see if I can make it come back to a 1 ringgit note. Alright, there you go. Thank you very much. Let's give a big round of applause. Thank you very much. Alright, so digital decentralized currency. Of course, that is not digital, nor is it decentralized. It is, however, currency. I had one more Bitcoin, so I'll give it to you as well. Thank you very much. That's for you. Thank you. Alright. I don't have much time left, so let me quickly go through my next few slides. I'm going to recap soon. I was going to share one story and then I'm going to recap. This story was hopefully inspiring all of you to be careful in life, because nowadays as life becomes more digital, it also becomes more scary, right? I'll tell you a true story. What happened one day when I was working in Luno, uncle, 70-year-old uncle, he left his phone somewhere, someone stole his phone. And I know sometimes older people, they will keep all their passwords in the phone. Right? My mother does it, the uncle did it. So someone tried to hack his wallet, right? His money, right? He had his life savings inside there. Very scary. The daughter contacted me on Facebook because I was working for the company and said, Abang Ross, tolong, you know, my father's wallet has been hacked. Please help us. The hacker is inside. They're trying to steal all his life savings. Immediately, I contacted my customer service friend who was next to me. We straight away locked the account, kicked out the hacker, helped the uncle get back the wallet, right? So this is one of the few times that you will hear in real life where we actually stop the scammer. Unfortunately, by the time it reaches the newspaper, usually people will lose the money to the scammer. But I'm glad that in my lifetime, I got to see opportunities where we actually stopped the scammer and managed to give the funds back to the uncle, right? So he still saved his money. Thank you. I can't take full credit, it was a team effort, but I just share this story very quickly because, especially for those who are older and keep their passwords in the phone and all that, you have to be very, very careful. Like my mother, for example, sometimes she has clicked on all these fake scam links on Facebook and all that, she doesn't know. But what we do is, we make sure there are no Maybank or any apps on her phone, so we say, mommy, don't worry, you click also, they cannot steal anything. All they can steal is your Facebook picture, that's it. My mother still has the physical ATM book, you know. If she wants to withdraw money, she has to go to the counter and do it. So it's very hard to hack. So please be very careful. I just share this story because, you know, nowadays our world is becoming more and more dangerous. So please be very careful with your passwords, your wallets, your phones and everything. Don't just leave it around, because cases like this really happen. If you're fast, you can get it back. But if you're slow by even 1 minute, the scammer is going to steal your money. So please be very careful. Quickly recap. So throughout my journey, throughout my life, COVID-19, the ups and the downs, starting my own business, losing my money, you know, having no income for a year, I always went through some difficulties, right? A lot of uncertainty, right? A lot of uncertainty. It's like, oh, am I going to have money tomorrow? Am I going to have a job? Do people still want magic shows after 10 years? Are children not bored? You know, a lot of uncertainty in my life. And I always ask myself, what can be the constant in my life? right? Amidst all this uncertainty. I used to have a lot of things that I'm unsure about. Am I good at this? Should I become a teacher? Should I work in this company? Should I do this? Should I do that? Very unsure. So I asked myself, what can I do to be more steadfast? What can I trust if I'm not sure in my life? When I went through the 6 months no income, wow, I was in a lot of despair, really feeling very depressed. It's very tough when you're running a successful business and then for 6 months to a year in COVID, no money. How not to feel despair? So I asked myself, what can I do to feel a bit more hope in my life? And so my last thing that I'll say today is that no matter where you are, no matter how old you are, no matter whether you're working or studying or whatever, the one thing that I want you to leave with today is the idea of an anchor, right? An anchor in your life, right? What is your anchor? For me, that anchor is God. I thank God for the life that I have because God has been what is constant in my life. God doesn't change. God has been what is steadfast. God knows my plan for my life. God has been my hope when I have no hope. And so God has always formed a very strong part of my anchor. And if you believe in God, then believe all the more strongly. If you don't believe in God, then I pray that you will find an anchor that is equally as constant, steadfast, and as hopeful as God can be. Right? I don't know what the future holds, but I know who holds the future in His hands. I don't know where I picked up this quote, but this quote has helped me through some of the toughest times in my life. Really, some of the toughest times in my life. Just to know and to trust that God knows the future. I don't know, but at least I can trust someone who does, especially if I don't. And so I leave you with this question, what is your anchor? Find something to be your anchor, whether you're working, whether you're studying, whether you're succeeding, and whether you're struggling. May you find an anchor to see you through the good times and especially in the bad. Quick recap, because as a teacher, we must always do a recap. If you're looking for a purpose in your life, try serving others. I have found in my life, this has been the greatest meaning for me, to serve. In the midst of your suffering, show yourself a little bit more of compassion today. Just the same way that you would show someone else, a friend, show it to yourself. We could all use with a bit more love these days. Scammers are everywhere. Please protect yourself, protect your family members, protect your devices. Tonight, go back and change all your password. No more ABC123. Don't. You'll never realize how important it is until it's too late. So don't reach the too late. Do it today. Alright? And most importantly of all, I hope you all find time to find an anchor to hold you through steady, through thick and through thin. Alright, that is the end of my session. Thank you very much.